Bert Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
No, the other foot.
Like this?
That's right. Hooray! Very bad. So wait a minute, Jack. Take it from the start again. Does it help when I beat the time out?
Well, it would help.
Just a minute, Jack.
It would help, dear, if you'd beat it out with Jack. But I don't care for the competition.
He should follow me.
Oh, no, dear, you should follow the music.
Who's ballet mistress around here at all? Now, just tell me that. Who is it?
Well, you've just appointed yourself.
I won't do it then.
All right, Buelah, I'll do it.
Back at the bar. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! You know, you can't jump with both feet at the same time.
Well, I just forgot which one I was supposed to start with.
Your left.
All right.
All right, now. Fine. Arabesque. Hold it a minute. Hold it. Curve is bad. Just as I thought.
What?
Your ribbon. Tied wrong.
Oh, dear. You fix it, Buelah?
Certainly. No!
Be careful.
You gotta have them tight. I tell you, when I danced with the Paris Opera Company, we didn't stand for any of this nonsense.
Buelah, you never did dance for the Paris Opera Company.
Can you prove it?
No.
Okay, then. That's for my word. Out of the shot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, Buelah, my...
Your elevation's no good. Watch me.
Did you use pogo pumps?
Never mind what I use. Now watch. I can see us. You're not paying a bit of attention to me at all. I can just... Ophelia, dear, how are we going to learn these new steps?
Buelah, dear, now look. Just because we've had the promise of a new choreographer, he's going to do ballets for us, doesn't mean in the least that you are entitled to stand here and tell me how to dance.
I'm just as good at it as anybody else.
Buelah, why don't you stick to your department and I'll stick to mine?
Well, if you want to lose weight, why don't you do calisthenics? You're never going to get into that wedding dress anyway.
Buelah, now please.
Oh, all right.
Show me again, I'll watch.
Wait, I don't like that music. I'm tired of it. Sounds like the Palmer House. What else have you got there?
The prelude?
Hmm?
The prelude?
Well, I don't know what it is, but I'll try it. Oh, that's good. are you going?
What is the matter?
Girls! Girls!
What's the hammer doing here?
Ooh! Ah!
Jack, what's wrong?
I don't know.
That's the silliest way I ever saw to go downstairs to get some jelly.
Ollie?
Ooh!
Madam Oglepus.
Oh!
And Buelah.
Oh!
Madam Oglepus.
Hmm?
Well, what's the trouble?
I just missed the last hurdle.
Oh, well, you ought to be careful.
Oh, we were just practicing, my dear.
Well, practicing, just supposing you'd done it the real way. Wouldn't that have been a horrible thing?
Oh, we've been doing some ballet, darling. Did you know we're getting a new choreographer?
No, I
Oh,
didn't. I
yeah.
hadn't heard about it.
Well, he promised if we worked very hard, he was going to work with us on some new numbers, and I think it's so grand.
Well, yes, I'm sure it will
Every
be.
television showed he's a choreographer, you know, my dear.
I had always thought of ballet as being rather quiet.
Oh, well, my dear, you've never been very close to ballet, obviously.
Well, it always seemed quiet to me.
Well, you know, Buelah danced at the Paris Ballet, Paris Opera Company.
When?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, yes, I
Yes,
would.
you'd like to pin me down to find out my age. Well, I'm not going to tell you
I
when.
don't care
When
how
I
old
danced
you
there.
were or how old you are.
Oh, now you don't care how old I am.
No, I don't.
That just goes, that's what happens when you get older. Nobody cares about you.
I didn't even remark about your being older.
You did too. You said you don't care how old I am.
Well, I don't.
Well, that's too bad. If I care how old you are,
Well, a lot of good it's going to do you.
I've never told, but I'm going to tell now.
Remember, the girls' trio code, the sacred oath we took.
I had my fingers crossed.
Hear no evil, see no evil, or speak no evil.
Well, all right.
Now, Buelah, we were just talking about the ballet and the new choreographer.
I think I did pretty well before as choreographer. I think the show always went very well, the ballet sequences. Ollie and I did pretty well. I see no reason to get a new person in.
Now, Buelah.
Well, don't you think new ideas from time to time are very worthwhile?
That's right, Francis. Absolutely. New ideas are wonderful.
You just better not let Colonel Crackie, he just better not find out anything about this new choreographer. You know how against your career he is, and
He's not against my career in the least.
Well, you're not taking this up as a matter of career, are you, Madam Oglepus?
Well, not exactly. I just think it's very fine for us all to know about it.
Yes,
Well, I
know about it. I just see. A young fella comes in and tries to teach us a few new steps. Just let Colonel Crackie get wind of that, that's all. Curtains, finale.
Well, I never thought of the Colonel as taking an attitude like that.
Yes, indeed. You better just better not get caught, that's all.
He told me the other day how proud he was of all the things you'd done.
Well, I think sometime would be good for the Colonel to be a little upset, but he's not that way. He's so phlegmatic, you know.
Is he?
What's phlegmatic?
It's the way the Colonel is.
That's right, my dear. Now tell us about the time you were in the Paris Opera, my dear.
Yes, Buelah.
Well, I was. Now, what was the point?
Well, Fran mentioned about ballet should be quiet.
Oh, that's silly. You've never been around backstage, have you, my dear?
I didn't say backstage. I was thinking of the ballet as the ballet.
Well, you should hear them up close. Some of them really clomp.
Do they?
Oh, yeah, sure. You know how it is. The ones with the bigger feet clomp the loudest.
I see.
And, they puff and wheeze like steam engines sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because you're back far that you don't realize how much noise. But sometimes, I remember, my gracious sakes, I was one of the swanlets in the Swan Lake. I was doing that step with the three other girls. The three girls and I were doing it. And, why, gracious sakes, it was really quite a thing. We stepped into the rosin box. That was my first mistake. I thought it was a rosin box. They stepped into the rosin box. They just squeaked. I didn't step into the rosin box. It was glue.
Oh, Buelah.
Yeah, you should have heard me. Every time I tried to get off the floor, it would go
It would?
just like that.
Must have been very interesting.
It was great. Well, it needed a new floor anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Too many slivers. Well, anything else you'd like to hear about my memoirs?
Oh, Buelah, you weren't really with the Paris Opera Company.
Paris, Kentucky, maybe.
Oh, thank you to keep a civil tongue in your head, young lady.
Well, we spoke one day
Paris,
about...
France.
You said you'd never been in Paris, France one day.
Oh, capitalez-vous, I can speak it, too. Well, I have my secrets. And I dance the ballet, too.
Well, that's all right, Buelah. I don't care.
I'd like to see you do a little something. Sarah, let's have the first one again. The Palmer House music.
Rattle the dishes.
All right, now, Francis, let's see.
Yes, let's see, Francis.
I have no desire to do any kind of a dance.
But, Francis, we're going to dance together. That's what the choreographer said.
No, the choreographer hasn't spoken to me about it, because if he does, he'll get a much different idea.
But the three of us were going to do a trio together.
Oh,
we're having tutus made exactly alike.
Well, tutus or not, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
You're afraid?
I'm not either afraid. I simply realize my limitations.
How are your arches?
My arches are just fine. How are those vibrators you had put in the pogo pumps?
Why, I didn't know such thing, Francis.
Buelah, I saw you putting them in. I noticed you just skating across the floor here shaking like mad a while ago, and I thought at the time how well they worked.
Well, that's just the vibration from bourraying.
Ring, nothing. It's a vibrator. I saw you put it in.
Why, it is.
Take off your pumps. Let's see.
She didn't really.
You don't think she was doing it under her own power?
I thought she was terribly graceful. I've never seen her quite so graceful in my life.
Well,
Really, I was quite carried away. I thought to myself, well, it's ridiculous for me to try to practice this.
well, I thought even by way of comparison, you did beautifully.
I've decided that if you don't believe me, there's no need for me to be put to the test. Besides, it's only in one. You said vibrators. I only put one in.
I don't know what you did with the other one.
I didn't put it in the other one.
Okay.
Just put it in the right one. You should see me when I have them in both. Wow!
Buelah.
All right, it was Paris, Kentucky. I wasn't in the ballet at all.
Well,
I was a Corrine. I had my hair cut short then. Had a beaded dress on, too. And,
oh, Buelah, honestly. Finish what you're going to say and leave.
now you don't want me. Okay.
Oh, Buelah, we do so, too.
Oh, I knew this would start like this. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. And I'm not going to put up with it any longer. Where's Kukla?
I haven't seen him.
I just...
In the last few minutes, I haven't
She's
seen
just
him.
been terrible. Just terrible today. Have you seen the Colonel?
No, I haven't seen the Colonel.
I haven't seen him since yesterday morning.
You had some phone calls this afternoon, Madam Overquist.
Oh, I
did they
did?
finally reach you?
No one reached
Well,
me.
I didn't take them,
Oh, well.
but I think Kathy or Mary took the calls. Gentlemen. Hello, Kukla.
Hi, Fran. Hi, Madam Overcoat.
Hello,
Gentleman
dear.
called 2 or 3 times. Now, it may have been the same gentleman.
Who's probably Colonel Crackie because he's been out all day.
Well, it may very well have been, although I believe Kathy or Mary would have known his voice. Where have you been?
Oh, I just been downstairs. I was cleaning up the basement.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked down 2 whole rows of strawberry preserve
Oh,
and another whole roll of canned applesauce and that pickle lily you put up. 2 of the jars
Not
were spoiled.
my pickle
The
lily.
pickle lily was spoiled. The prize pickle lily, too.
oh.
Not all of it, just 2 jars. They were pints, so...
Oh, well,
Quarts
we
left.
have enough left then.
Yeah, they knocked over the apple barrel, too.
They did? Oh, dear, they should be more careful than that.
I never saw it. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. Tumbling down. Bloop, 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 all the way down. Where's Ollie? Have you seen him?
No?
I have something very special today to talk about.
Have you?
Very special. So I wanted to talk
Want
to
to
you.
talk to me?
Yes, I want Ollie up here, too. Because it concerns us.
Well, would you like me to go and see if I can find it? Did you call it?
No, I haven't. I'll call him.
Oh, it's calling.
Ollie? Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. You call him like that and see if you're reaching.
Ollie? Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I gave him
Ollie?
an extra one and he still isn't talking.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm calling you. Hello.
Fletch.
Did you call me?
No, we were calling Ollie, but we're awful glad to see you.
I don't think you really are.
Well, what in the world makes you think that?
No, you said you were calling Ollie. Well,
Well,
all right with me.
take you a
I've got
moment.
work to be done. I'm going to. I will go and starch my ears. I'm going to the party tonight.
Oh, are you?
Going to save a dance for me.
I don't think we're going to dance.
Certainly.
They'll dance if I go.
This is a gay evening for all of us, you know. There
Yes.
are two parties. We can go to the Music Operators of America and then off to Dave's.
Did you know about that, Fletcher?
Oh, I didn't realize. I was thinking, speaking of Dave Garroway's party.
Well, you're to go with us at first, too.
Oh, you mean over, to the MOA convention?
Yes.
Well, say.
MOA?
You know how you are about conventions.
Oh, say, I hope they'll ask me to speak.
You'll get to say a few words.
Oh, that'll be fine. Well, I'm very anxious to go. What do they do?
What do they do?
They operate music?
Well, they're very important people.
Oh, well, that's nice. I've always thought some music should be operated on anyway. That's what I always say.
Fletcher, no, that's not the...
When he makes a few records, he'll know, won't he?
Yes, you bet he will.
Well, I'm dying to know what you want to talk to me about.
Well, if I can just get Ollie. Oliver! Oliver, dear.
What is it, Kukla, little chum of mine? Hello, Frances, dear girl of mine.
Well,
How are you?
I'm very fine.
And what was it that you wished to speak to me about, Kukla, little chum of mine?
Oh, I tell you, Oliver, big chum of mine, I'd like to talk to you about something very special.
Well, talk away, because there is nothing I like better than something very special. Huh? Isn't that right, Francis? That's right. Well, sir, what's it all about?
And be quick with it, man. I have to go and wash my hair for tonight's occasion.
Well, perhaps you just better go, because I know that takes you a long time, and you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Come now. Ho, 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 ho. Let's not get carried away, shall we?
Where have you been?
I went to lunch today.
You went to lunch.
Yes, with some advertising men.
Well,
What
I
did
never
you
heard
learn?
advertising men speak in that manner.
These are new. This is a whole new era of advertising men.
Is it?
Yeah. I tried my old stock phrase, I'll buy that.
Nowhere.
Big bud.
Really?
A big nothing. So
Did you try this gels with me?
I didn't try that.
Used to get around. I don't
Well,
know.
I'll try that. But what was it?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was kind of about advertising that I was going to speak.
Did
Oh,
you mention
good.
the word hiatus every now and then?
Me?
That-
Does
That's
that
a
work too?
big word.
Well, I'll
yeah.
try all those things, but I'm not very good at it. Not very good. I don't click. My ideas are all old-fashioned.
Well, if nobody wants to hear what I have to say,
Well, I
I'll...
want to hear what you have to say.
I'm downstairs with Buelah, and we're pouting.
Oh, come on upstairs.
Ah!
I'm not pouting. It's just where I fell. Knocked my chin up a little. Telephone's ringing. Is anybody going to answer it? Woohoo! Oh, well, I might as well confuse them. Hello? Well, hello, dear. Well, nice to hear from you. Yeah. Well, nothing much worry. Same old thing. How's the Navy? Mm-hmm. She's fine. Yes, it's true. She's getting married. She's engaged to Colonel Crackie. Mm-hmm. Well, I know she still thinks highly of you, Wary, but you know, you went off 7 seas. Yeah. Well, she's around. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Telephone, Ophelia. Who is it, dear?
Wow, don't you look great?
I'm all ready for the party.
Here.
Hello? When? When did you come back? What? Well, no. Well, I couldn't help it, darling. Well, no, Colonel. Well, you weren't here. You went away without saying a word. Well, I know, but... Yes. Mm-hmm. Well... Oh, the door. Someone answer the door? Yes, I know, Wary, but...
Why, yes, she's upstairs. Oh, yes, they're lovely flowers. Well, I'll be glad to give them to her. You bet.
Yes. Wary, darling, Wary, well, I couldn't... Wary, I... Yes, Mary, thanks for calling, darling. I can't talk now. No, Yes, Mary, darling. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
A bouquet arrived for you, my dear. I'd like you to, accept it.
From you, Colonel?
No, not from me. There's a little note on it right there in the corner. Who is weary?
Well, that must be a mystery. Richard!
What?
Richard, what have you done? Richard!
Well, I haven't done anything.
Richard, you've grown a mustache! Oh, horrible!
I see no reason why I don't have a perfect right to grow a mustache if I want. Ophelia, who is weary? Ophelia? Ophelia, you open the door. Ophelia.
Go away, I never want to see you again!
Ophelia, you open this door. Who is wearing rat? Who is this boy?
Go away, I never want to see you again! Do you shave off your mustache?
I won't shave off my mustache until I find out who where he is.
Stop knocking on the door!
I will not. I'm going to break this door down.
Fran, run for your life, run for your life.
Did you see that? I think the Colonel looks handsome.
Don't tell anybody that. Fran, dear. Mind if I change the subject?
No, not at all.
I had a letter the other day from a friend of mine, and a friend of ours. And they said they liked the song Too Late Now so very
It's
much.
a lovely song.
I was wondering if you would sing it for me.
I'd love to. Too late now to forget your smile. The way we sing when we dance the while. Too late now to forget alone. To someone new. Too late now to forget your voice. The way one word makes my heart rejoice. Too late now to imagine myself with someone new. All the things we've done together, I relive when we're apart. All the fun we've had together stays on in my heart. How could I ever close and be the same as I was before? No, no, darling, I can't anymore. It's late now.
I hope the Colonel heard that and Madame Oglethorpe too. Hope it won't be too late now.
Maybe they'll think things, Dave.
Francis, here, take the flowers quickly.
Yes?
They're for you. Remember, they're for you.
Oh, they're for me.
Yes, I
Where are you, my dear?
Oh, forgive me. Well, I'm going to get out of the line of fire in a minute.
Fran could be spelled like Oglethorpe very easily.
Sure, very easy. Sure.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary, the director Louis Gomovitz, and the costume designer is Joseph Lockwood.